So this is something I've been thinking about for a minute. Just wanted to record it, put the thought out there. I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan. I've been listening to Joe Rogan for years, 10 years or so, probably longer. Lots of ideas. Joe Rogan has guests on the show, and they do a lot of contemplation. They do a lot of thinking. Let me turn this stupid thing off. So what they do is they think nonstop. They contemplate ideas. They're constantly thinking. Him and all his guests, nonstop think. 1 + 1 = 2. Yep, that's true. 1 + 1 = 2. Oh, that's true. They ask each other. Come to all nonstop ideas, nonstop thinking. Prior to Joe Rogan, I listened to Alex Jones. I'm not a fan of Alex Jones today. I denounced him after his Sandy Hook stance, everything he did there. I was done with him since then. But prior to that, he had a lot of good shit to say. InfoWars and Alex Jones, even before InfoWars, Alex Jones had a lot of interesting shit to say. And I listened, but all they're doing is thinking. Again, him and all his guests, just thinking all day. All day thinking. That's what they do. Every show is about information overload, information. And we've got a ton of information thinking. And before Alex Jones, I was listening to Hour of the Time and Art Bell. And before that, it was, if you're a Canadian person going way, way back to 640 radio at about 2 o'clock in the morning, there was Cloak and Dagger radio. And before that, it was David Icke, or around the same time. Before that, it was nonstop information overload. Know everything there is to know about the Illuminati bloodlines, secret cabals, this and that. Now the Epstein files, now an overload of information. And I got to thinking the other day, before all that, there was G.I. Joe. And G.I. Joe finished every episode with one message, that knowing is half the battle. So now I'm thinking, after 35 plus years of information gathering, what's the other half of the battle? For real. Now we know. We know what more do we need to know about what's going on in the world? What more do I need to know? I know everything now. I've been overloaded with information. Nobody tells me what the other side of the battle is. I know now. Knowing is the half the battle. Okay, bro, I got half the battle done. I'm overloaded on that half the battle. I know it all. But no one ever provides a solution. What's the other half of the battle, Joe Rogan? I'll wait. Nobody has a solution. These guys got to the river, the edge of the river. Joe Rogan, all his smart guys, everybody, engineers, architects, mathematicians, scientists, the smartest, wealthiest people, got to the edge of the waterfront. They see the promised land on the other side of the water. The other side of the water, the water's knee deep. And maybe it's a little hot. Maybe there's some like spiky shit in the water. Maybe you're going to get wet. Maybe somebody might not make it to the other side. But if everybody goes to the other side, probably make it together, right? But everybody's just sitting at the end of the water like, look at the promise. Look, it's beautiful over there. And we all know how to get there. They know how to get, we know how to get there. Nobody's willing to do anything about it. You're just sitting, looking at the promised land. We got the architects, we got the plans, we got the tools, we got the money, we got the brain power. But nobody does. We just think about it. 1 + 1 = 2. Yep, 1 + 1 = 2. We think about that shit all day. You know, we know. I know, you know. But what do we do about it? We do nothing. We bitch about it online. Like it. I like it. That's all you do. You go to a protest, hold a fucking sign, go home and then like it. Nothing else. Nobody does anything else. We know now. These dudes set up their captain's chairs at the edge of the water. They're like this, chilling. The promised land over there. And they don't make plans to go. They tell you how to get there, but they're like, I'm not going to go, you go. Nobody wants to go. Somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to try to make it. Knowing is half the battle. What's the other half of the battle?
And knowing is half the battle.